UAOPlay en YouTube.
Conocimiento puro.
UAOPlay, aquí te ves.
Welcome to UAO Speaks English.
A streaming program with a radio format made by the students for the world.
Good afternoon, my dear audience, and welcome back to UAO Speaks English. Thank you for being here, enjoying this show that is very special because we're going to talk about migration abroad. Visa births like a student's guide to migrating abroad. Also, I want to introduce my co-host. Hello, Manu.
Hi, teacher.
How are you doing?
I'm well. What about you?
Pretty cold, but good. I mean, it's interesting because today's weather is extremely cold, and a few days ago was extremely hot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. How are you, Elvis?
Excellent, teacher, and you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, sweetie, how about your freestyle group?
Oh my God, I saw you tears today. It was pretty great.
You see. I mean, Elvis is very popular. Okay, how about you, Ayana?
I'm very good. Thank you. How are you?
Great, sweetie, great. We can't complain. Also, I want to introduce our expert guest. Hello, Maria del Mar.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
Nice to meet you, everybody.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
There you go, sweetie. Say hi. Hey. There you go. So, Maria del Mar, before to start talking about this program, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I mean, who's Maria del Mar?
Of course. Well, my name is Maria del Mar Gonzalez. I am a lawyer in Colombia. I graduated in Javeriana University. And before I graduated, I went to the United States to learn English. And when I came back to Colombia, I found an opportunity to work with a law firm abroad, remotely. So I started working with them, and the law firm was specialized in immigration within the United States. So I started learning about it, and that was many years ago. And now I'm still working in the same area, but I'm in another law firm there. And my occupation should be paralegal in immigration. So I work along with the attorney of the firm.
Oh, very nice, right? Thank you, Maria del Mar. So we're gonna come back with you in a little bit. We'll continue talking a little bit here, the other information. So, guys, remember that you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as UAO Speaks English 2.0, guys. And remember that this program is made by students, to students, and to the complete community in the Suroccidente Colombiana and even beyond. Okay, so what information we have, Elvis?
Yeah, teacher. What audience think about today's topic? So we invite you to participate by scanning the QR code and sending us your audio message about it. Tell us your name, what semester you are in. If you study in different university or institution, please name it.
And don't forget that you can participate by scanning the QR code and answering some of these questions, not all of them.
Okay, next up, we have the questions. The first one is, what is the first word that came to your mind when you hear moving abroad? The second question is, if you could move to any country in the world to study or work, where would it be and why? The third question is, what is the biggest challenge you think a person faced when they migrate to a new country? And the fourth was, how was migration touch your life? Have you have a family member or a friend move abroad? You can share it with us. And number 5, what do you think is the most important document to have if you want to migrate to another country? You can send them in the chat or an audio through our WhatsApp.
There you go. Fantastic. Thank you, Ayana. So, guys, we're having this question so you can answer, as Ayana mentioned, in the chat here on YouTube, right? And just tell us about when you hear moving abroad, what comes to your mind? Teacher, living in the United States or China, Korea. I don't know, guys. What happened to your mind when you listen to the words moving abroad, okay? You see, Gustavo say Manuela looks gorgeous. Hello, Gus. So, guys, let's move to the what do you think about it, okay? Let's go, Gus.
Have you ever wondered what other people think about stuff? Do you also want to express your opinion?
Join us on WhatsApp and send your voice messages to start the conversation.
Welcome to What Do You Think About It?
Hello, we're here with
Alison.
Hey Alison. Do you or anyone in your family have a migrate situation? What was the experience like?
Yeah, I have a friend. His name is Alejandra. She's already like 5 years in the United States, and I think she's doing great. She's already studying psychology. Yeah, and it's working there, so yeah, she's very happy.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, how are you? I'm Alejandro.
Okay, Alejandro. And when you hear the word migration, what kind of words come to mind?
So I think in words like exploring, traveling, and meeting new people.
Meeting new people?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Juan Jose.
Okay, so Juan Jose, what do you think about what the media portrays about the situation of migration here in Colombia?
I think that one media showed it and one media hide it, and that the media that showed it only shows that negative aspects.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Hello, so what's your name?
Julian.
Hi Julian, I want to ask you if do you think that our country loses its best and brightest due to migration?
It's true, but it's because young people, the opportunities here for young people aren't good enough. I think that could be changed if our country offers more opportunities to the brightest minds.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Oh my God, guys, thank you very much for those positive and constructive comments on this. What do you think, right? So, sweetie, remember that you can participate here, but I mean, there is a mention from What Speaks that says, and guys, thank you for joining. Would you like to move abroad? Where would you go? So, guys, we're having these questions in the chat. Let us know your answers, your thoughts, your opinions. So, let's ask this question here in the set. Manu, would you like to move abroad and where?
I would like to go Korea.
Big surprise.
I love this country. For me, it's very interesting to know about the culture, and I think this is one of the most opportunity to learn about different country, learn the language, and yeah.
Okay, very interesting. What about you, Elvis?
I have two places, is Argentina and Canada.
Well, Argentina, because I know that Argentina has like a big artistic and musical culture, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense in the case of Elvis. If you don't know, Elvis belongs to a freestyle group, right?
Yes.
Actually, not a group, a community, by the way.
Yeah, big community, and I wanna promote the of culture and music in Argentina. In the Canada is by study and my career.
Oh, you see, awesome. How about you, Ayana?
Well, I would like to go not in a specific country, but a continent. It's Asia.
Oh,
I want to visit all Asia.
You're in my mind.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not an English teacher, but I am also learning Chinese Mandarin. And it's tricky. I mean, it's tricky. In some words, and especially in the writing, it's totally different. But I mean, you need to be logical and understand the characters, to say in a way. So yeah, he makes sense. Well, I want to ask you to Maria del Mar, my dear. This one is not about your career lawyer, but you mentioned that you were studying English abroad in the US. So, sweetie, how was your experience studying and living there?
Well, that was a long time ago. And my experience was really good. I went to live with a family in the state of Connecticut. So the family was like really American, and the area where I was living was as well really American. So it was good because it pushed me to speak English to learn, because when I arrived there, my English was really basic. It was that was I feel that was the thing that helped me the most. The be sharing with them all the time. So if I could not speak English, we could not communicate because they could not speak any Spanish at all.
So for sure, you felt the necessity, yes or yes, to speak English.
Yes. In the beginning, we tried to communicate like with the translator, like that. You have to start like trying. In the beginning, I was shy to try to speak anything. Even if it was wrong, I was trying then, like, because in the beginning I was quiet. I was like, hi, okay, I'm good, thank you, and that's it. But then I was like, I need to talk. I need to feel more like comfortable with any word I know, so they can kind of understand me. And then was when I started to talk more and learn. I guess I was learning every day, and then it was super easy.
Oh, thank you very much, Marina. You see, guys, because maybe people feel frustrated, like, no, my basic in whatever language. If you want to move to Italy, Italian, or Brazil, Portuguese, no, my language in this country, it's very limited. I feel shy. Guys, as you notice, go there, live the experience, and of course, you will feel the necessity to speak.
Yes. You always have to communicate and say something, right?
For sure. That one is granted. Okay, I know that we're having many comments in the chat. Can we check some comments here on the screen? So can you read that one, please, Elvis?
Okay, Sofia Gomez says, I like to move abroad, maybe to Spain.
Okay, sounds interesting. Okay, let's see other comment. Okay, what about Manu? Can you read this one?
Maribel Duarte said, I would like to move to Mexico. I love the culture, the food.
Oh, the food. Of course.
Yes, he sounds great.
I would like to go to Mexico too for the food, actually.
Okay. Ayana, can you read one from Juan Jose?
Juan Jose Nestroza said, yes, I would like to move abroad. I will go to Canada because it has good opportunities and high quality of life. Yeah. I agree on that.
Yeah. Actually, I've noticed that Canada is very common among you. I mean,
everyone is moving to Canada.
Yeah. Camila says, I would love to move to Italy. It's such a beautiful country, have an amazing culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, in some way, Italian is in some way similar to like Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you say, okay, I am an expert, but maybe I can understand something, right? Okay, so Gus, can we listen to some WhatsApp audios, please?
Hello, my name is Helen Sotero Gomez. I'm from English 5. When I hear the word immigration, I think there are people who decide to leave their country of origin to live in another country, often for life or death reasons, or due to social aims, I don't know, but in other cases simply by their own choice.
Okay, interesting. I mean, in this case, that the person mentioned with the WhatsApp audio is what are the reasons that people move abroad? And obviously, it's because people think about better opportunities.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for sure. So let's talk about deeper in that part, and let's move into the tip talk section. So let's go, Goose.
Many things happen every day at our campus.
Let's discuss them at Tip Talk.
Okay, so because we're talking about migration abroad, definitely let's start the first segment with those principal concepts. Because everybody talk about, yes, migrant, refugee, whatever. But we don't know what is that. I mean, no idea. So let's go, Ayana.
The facts on the ground. Before talking about deeply about migration, let's check the key terms and legal frameworks around immigration. So the first one is migrant. If you don't know, it's a broad term for anyone who moves to a different place, usually a different country, to improve their life. This movement is often voluntary or driven by factors like seeking better work, education, or reunion with family. The other term is refugee.
Refugee, yeah.
A person forced to flee their country due to a well-founded fear of persecution, war, or violence. Their need for international protection is recognized under 1951 Refugee Convention. They cannot safely return home. That's pretty hard.
Yes, I mean, it's a big difference about migrant and refugee. I mean, migrant, you have the choice.
Like it's voluntary, but refugee, you have to leave.
Yes, because your life is in danger. Guys, it's tough. You see? Okay, let's go with the next one, sorry.
Immigrant, it's a person who comes to a country with the intention of settling there permanently. It's a term often used from the perspective of a destination country, like, for example, an immigrant to the United States. Displaced person is a general term for anyone who forced to leave their home. This includes another terms that are the first one is internally displaced person, or in short, IDPs, I think.
IDPs.
Those who are displaced but remain within their own country borders. The other one is refugees again. Those who cross an international border. Key difference: a migrant could choose to return home and be safe, while a refugee cannot do the threats they face. And the last one is Permiso por Protección Temporal, or PPT for Venezuelans. This have a purpose. The EPT is a legal immigration status granted by the Colombian government. It's a primary purpose is to regularize the status of hundreds of thousands of Venezuelan migrants and refugees already in Colombia.
There you go, sweetie. Thank you very much. I know they say, teacher. I mean, a lot of terminology, yes. But I want to emphasize in the last one because, as you notice, in recent years, we have been like getting a lot of Venezuelan people for their situation in their country, I mean. And also here in the campus, you have partners, classmates that are from this country. But at the beginning, you don't notice the accent. And then, oh my God, are you from there? Interesting. I didn't realize that. I mean, it's something cool and something that I love the university is that we're open to welcome everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are very open in that part. And it was interesting to know that the Colombian government, like I said, these kind of rules and laws to support them, because I mean, a country protects their own, but it's nice to know they also try to help from other sides, right?
And like, I want to emphasize that they were like bigger helps that anyone could imagine. Actually, they helped them a lot.
That's right. It's a good point. Well, I want to ask to Maria del Mar, because you're a lawyer and you're expert in all this part about migration, could you help us a little bit with this difference about migrant and immigrant? Because it's only kind of similar. Yes, sweetie. We listen to you perfectly.
So, So how we call them in our when I'm working, we call it not immigrant or immigrant, which is the non-immigrant is, for example, when you want a tourist visa, which means you want to visit the country but not with the intention to stay. When we call cases like immigrant cases is when the person has the intention to stay in the United States. And non-immigrant is more like tourist visa, student visa, I don't know. In those cases where you're just planning to go for a time and come back to your origin country. And the immigrant is when you plan to stay, for example, to apply for a residence visa or for any other case that could help you to stay there. Like the
Okay.
intention to stay, that your residence is the United States, not your country or any other country.
Interesting. So before this program, we were like chit-chatting a little bit, and you mentioned that in the law firm that you're working right now, you support like three big cases, right? Can you tell us a little bit about those three cases that your law firm support? That you mentioned
Yes,
they were.
the cases we work the most are adjustments of status, or how, like everybody knows, is the green cards, the asylums, and some cases that are special for victims of different qualifying crimes. And those cases are called U visas and BAGUAs. Those are the cases we handle the most. In my case, personally, I work most in asylums and adjustments of status or green cards based on marriage, or sometimes in family, like parents or kids, or vice versa.
Oh my God! You see, guys. I mean, it's only I want to work there. I just need a visa. No, guys. I mean, there are different options, a variety. It depends on the situations. But in the case of Maria del Mar, they emphasize in the asylums. I think that like refugees, victims, and marriage, right? And the kids when they want to.
Yeah, well, when you have parents that are American or the kids are American and want to petition for their parents, that's like the family based on family, parental relationship.
Okay, you see, guys, pretty interesting because everyone say no, just the tourist visa. No, guys, there are many options for sure. Okay, let's continue with you a little bit, Maria del Mar. Let's go with the second segment, that is Voices of a Journey, right, Manu?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, in this segment, we want to show some figures about Colombia people living abroad by the International Organization from the Migration. According to the AOM, migration profile and reset figures from the Colombia Ministry of Foreign Affairs, it is estimated that around 4.7 million Colombians live abroad, which represent approximately.
Yes. I don't worry, it's tricky.
Yeah. 8.8% of the country's total population, about 53 million inhabitants in 2025. This means that nearly 1 out of every 11 Colombians resides outside the national territory. The main destination of this migration are the United States, hosting about 34.6%, 163 million people. Spain with 23.1% is about 1.9 million, and Venezuela with 20%, almost 940,000. In a smaller proportion, Ecuador 3.1%, and Canada with 2% together account for more than 240,000 Colombians. These figures show that Colombian migrations is not only significant in numbers but also diverse in destination, and it represents a phenomenon with strong economic, social, and cultural impact, particularly through the sending of the remittance.
Nice. So, Goose, can you show the presentation with the graphic, the bar chart, please? I mean, Manuela mentioned some interesting numbers, but I think it's when it's visual, it's easier to understand.
It's very understand.
Yes, guys. Hi, Liz, Tatiana. Hello, Tati. Yeah, I would love to visit Canada someday. Hi, you see, guys. I know that Canada is very common, guys, in your case. Okay, give us a moment. Well, there you go. So, sweetie, this one is the information as Manu mentioned that is from the International Organization for Migration, right?
Yes.
So, sweeties, I mean, there is a saying in Spanish that Colombian people are everywhere. And that's totally true. Check. I mean, according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Colombia, there are around 4.7 million Colombian people in different countries.
Wow.
I think the number was bigger, but anyway.
You think? I think that's big enough, actually.
Yes, actually it's pretty big, but I thought it was bigger. But anyway, obviously the biggest country, the country with the biggest quantity of Colombian people, United States. I mean, in this case, the language maybe is a barrier, but don't worry, let's go there. The next one is Spain. He makes sense because we're speaking Spanish, right? Venezuela, 20% because it's the neighbor. The same Ecuador, and the one that you mentioned a lot, Canada, 2%. But it is surprising because have you seen that, especially when we have this sport that is soccer, when there are international soccer matches, it calls my attention that when Colombian team plays in whatever country, there are a big population of Colombian people there. Example, there was an Olympic Games, if I'm not wrong, in the 2000s. I don't know, guys, good remember? And it was held in Australia. And we say, no, poor Colombian export.
They're going to be alone.
They're going to be alone.
Nobody going to cheer them.
Yeah, nobody's going to support them. When we saw the news, oh my God. A lot of yellow t-shirts there. Say, oh my God. A lot of Colombian people in Australia. I mean, guys, it's crazy. And also when he was in Russia, the World Cup, a lot of Colombian people was there. I mean, not necessarily immigrants or migrants, but it was interesting to see that the quantity of people going there. I mean, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I know, Manu, we're having some interesting videos, right?
Yes, we would like to share some experience, including UAO graduates. Let's start with Sonia and her experience in South Korea.
Oh, cool.
You see, guys, I know my people. So good. Let's go with the video with Sonia in Korea. Annyeong! Today we are with Sonia. Sonia is the founder of Haru Academy, and also something very important, she studied and worked in South Korea, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so Sonia, tell us how was your migration process?
Okay, you have to prepare many things, but the most important is that you have all your papers in order. If you can translate it officially into English, better. That agilitates all the process. Colombians, we don't need a visa priority to enter the country. So if you need to finish some issues for your inscription and everything, you could finish there and enter just with your passport.
On the other hand, I know that in Korea has a very unique social culture, and they love definitely their language and their customs, their roots. So you being in Korea for you as a foreign student, how did you go about making the new connection with the people and the community there?
The most important tip, you should know something of Korean, because even Koreans study English a lot in school, in university. They are frightened to use English.
Okay.
So if you can speak to them in Korean, they relax and open to you.
In your opinion, Sonia, that you've been there, that you study and worked, what was the most valuable lesson that you learned?
Here in Latin America, if someone asks you to do something, what we do the thing we are asked. The end. But in Asia, it's very different. So if they ask you something, you don't limit to that something, you do more. For example, if they say, oh, there is garbage in this table, please remove the garbage, you do that, but also with a fabric you clean, and if the chairs are disorganized, you put it, and if in the floor there is some garbage, you sweep.
Yeah, you also sweep the floor.
Yes. I was shocked with that because we are very short in our service.
Yeah.
So I learned to give more.
Okay. So Sonia, the last question is this one. If someone that is observing this program and they say, okay, I want to migrate to study or work in Korea, what is like your recommendation or your suggestion for them?
If you are a student in this moment, you have two options. You can go with bachelor degree, or master on some
postgraduate
program. So the embassy opens twice a year options for students to apply. It's getting more recognition already, and the applicants are increasing every year, but the scholarship is the best. So you can enter to Korea Embassy in Colombia online, and you go to the announcement window, and there you can find all the requirements to apply. This scholarship is 100% free. You don't have to refund anything, and also gives you 1 year to learn the language prior starting your studies.
So Sonia, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
안녕.
Año, Sonia. Guys, it's the only word that we know in Korean, guys. Oh my God, we need to learn. Also, thank you. Man, guys, it was interesting, this interview with Sonia. Sonia came back to Colombia, and actually she opened a Korean language academy here, and it's totally online. But when we were talking to Sonia, something interesting that caught my attention is that she has this academy online, but many of her students are from different countries. I mean, she has studies from Peru, Ecuador, Panama, Mexico, Argentina, but they are very into this Korean language.
Okay.
And I think was interesting. And also, guys, as you listen from Sonia, you don't need a visa. I mean, that one is interesting. You don't need a visa.
So cool.
Yes, it's very cool. Like, we were thinking like, no, you need many things. Actually, not. Of course, with a recommendation, if you want to study or you are thinking about living there, at least learn the basic of the language. Not only año. I really, guys. Okay, let's go with the next video. Well, guys, let us know in the chat. Would you like, I mean, after you watching this video with Sonia, are you interested in moving to Korea?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Well, I know you get for sure. What is the reason, Manu?
One of the principal reason is getting good opportunities when I will work in my about my career. For me, South Korea give me some opportunity that I could get, and yeah.
Interesting. So Elvis, can you read the comment from Juanjo in Estrosa?
Okay, Juanjo Nostrosa say, yes, I'm very interested in visiting Korea. I would love to learn about this culture, food, and technology.
Yes.
There you go. I mean, guys, believe it or not, a lot of professionals in engineering are asking like moving to Korea because there are the company, Hyundai, Samsung. I mean, Samsung. I mean, what else can we say? I mean, there is that reason. Ayana, why you say yes, definitely Korea?
Food.
Okay.
No,
Do you want to try the kimchi?
Yes, I just know that they're just spicy, but I don't know how hot it can be. So I just want to try that. I'm very interested in trying that. But like original kimchi from Korea.
Okay.
And also when we were watching the video of Sonia, oh my gosh, Sonia, if you're watching this, you look so cute in that dress. I don't know how it's called, but it looks so adorable.
You know something? On Instagram, we're gonna post tomorrow some short video with Sonia, because actually in Korean it's like this. Remember that we learned that?
Oh, es cierto.
It's true. You see, guys. Well, tomorrow we're gonna post on Instagram some too short video with Sonia, because she explained the reason that Colombian people don't need a visa in Korea. And actually, I think that's somebody in the chat already.
I know that story.
You know the story? I think that Jerónimo put that story also a little bit the reason in the chat. I don't know if you can put it there. Jerónimo Castillo says, I think you don't need a visa for Korea because Colombia, held in its word in 1950. Yeah. But you know something? I mean, from all the Latin America countries, they helped, but with groceries, water, supplies. But Colombia was the only Latin American country that sent troops, soldiers.
Yeah, we were in that, we still call, I don't know if I explained that well, but they know us like los demonios de las trincheras.
Yes. I mean, it's difficult to translate, don't worry.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, first of all, trinchero. So you know what it is. Okay, so let's continue, guys, because we're having another video from Karin that she's in Italy. So let's go with the next video. That one is also really cool.
Hello everyone, I'm Camila, and today we're here with a very special guest. She is Karin, live from Italy.
Nice to meet you. My name is Karin Rubio. I'm 50 years old. I've been here in Italy since 2005. I came here because I used to work for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and I was posted here as a consul because I belong to the Foreign Service. I get enrolled in Colombia by the law, as people used to do it there, and I was posted here for 4 years. So I had to come back, but I didn't because I got married. I fell in love and I got married. That's why I stay here since 2005.
Okay, so once you arrived, what was the biggest cultural difference you experienced, and how do you adapt to daily life from the language to the social customs?
Even though the Italian is a Latin language, it's not the same, but people in Italy is very nice with that. It's very easy. So if people used to say, don't worry, even though if you don't speak Italian, don't worry, I understand. So in general, it's easy. The people the Italian people is very nice with that issue when you just arrive. Maybe things like the expressions, and for example, the coffee time. Because in Colombia, we have the tinto, and tinto is for talking, no? For sharing, for a special moment. So we have this big coffee, and just to talk a lot, no? In Italy, they take the coffee, but they used to take the espresso, and the espresso is a very, very short coffee, and you drink it and you come back to your office, no?
Well, another question that I have for you is that from your perspective, what are the main challenges for a Colombian professional or a student trying to find work or maybe enrolled in a university in Italy?
For those who want to work here, of course, is the visa. The visa, because you have to come here with a visa. If you're coming here without a visa as a tourist, you're not going to have a good job. First of all, it's not possible, it's not legal. And in Italy, it's against the law to work without visa, but everybody does. Everybody do that. But it's important to know that, no? So if you want to come here in good conditions, you have to come here with a visa.
What is your favorite part of Italy, of being in that country?
Look, food, because I like to eat a lot. So I love food, and you find each city and each town has its own kind of pasta or food or particular stuff, and it's amazing because it is so I don't know how to say, but it's a universe. It's a universe. You think that Italy people is super open-minded, and it's not true. Italians, they are not open-minded. Italian people in general, yeah, they are not open-minded.
Wow. I mean, in the last program, I was like, interesting. I thought they were open-minded.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Ay, Juan Camilo Torres is here. Hello, Juan Camilo. So, Ayana, can you read the comment from Juan Camilo?
My grandfather fought in the Korean War as a part of Colombian battalion. Thanks to his heroism, Korea was remained very grateful, and as Colombians, we are warmly welcome in that country.
Oh my
Juan
God.
Camilo, thank you to your grandfather.
To share this experience about your grandpa. Say thank you to your grandpa as well. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you notice something interesting, in Korea, we don't need visa. But in Italy, we need it, for sure. And guys, you know something? When we're having this interview with Karin, by the way, Karin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Something that caught my attention was because she's from Bogota, but she is living in Rome in the Colombian consularship. Consulado. And she said an interesting comment. Like, you know something, Brenda? I'm not sure where there are more bayunos. In Valle del Cauca or in Italy? And I said,
No, that's a fact.
And I say, really? I mean, it's obviously because she works with this entity of the government. She was really shocked and said that there are a lot of bayunos in Italy.
No way.
And I say, no, maybe it's because the gastronomy. Because if you notice the gastronomy also in Valle del Cauca, it's very, variety is very open. It's also delicious. In Italy as well. Also because people are friendly, I think. But now she said that people in Italy are narrow-minded.
Not open-minded.
No open-minded. I was like, okay, interesting. So, sweeties in the chat, would you like to visit Italy? Yes, no, study, living, just for tourism?
Share your
Let us
ideas
know.
in the chat.
Yeah, let us know in the chat.
Opportunity to visit on vacation the Italy and Europe in general.
Did you go?
Yeah. That's a reason because yes, that's a fact. The people is the open mind, so kind of. The place in the video, I took the opportunity to visit all, and that's a reason. The Vatican City, and I recommend, for example, if you visit Italy, you check the coast to this place, because this place to pay for entering this in this way, and the other is so free. But this you enjoy it today. For example, the Fontaine di Trevi, when I visit Italy, is so free. The space and all of this are crowded. But these years to pay to €2 for buying. This not lucky.
So you were lucky. You were lucky that you approached the moment that it was free.
Yeah.
So now if you want to visit in this year in the future, you have to pay €2. Guys, let's go with the last video, because definitely we have so many questions for Maria del Mar. But let's go with the last video. That is actually the country that you must mention the most. And we're having this person, Robertson, in Canada. You see, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we identify like the destination that you like the most, Canada. So let's go with the next video, please, Gus.
Hello. Hello, Nicolas. Hello. We're here with Robertson Ovalle. So, tell me about yourself a little bit.
Okay, I'm Colombian. I'm from Bogota. I live in Kamloops for last 2 years. Came in with my family to Canada. My wife is studying a master in education, and I am have right now open work permit, and I am in the process to obtain the a close work permit for stay more long time here in Canada, and apply up after that in for the residence.
Could you tell us what made you choose Canada?
Okay, we choose Canada because I see it is a country of opportunities, a country with a good quality of life, safety, and diversity.
What is your job right now? What do you do for a living?
I'm working in a company who make attendant emergencies. We are specialists in restoration specialists. We attended emergencies in properties for floods, for fire, for cars accidents, or for falling trees, or any emergencies.
What was your personal journey from your home, from your country, from your home country to living there?
My personal journey.
Yeah, like it was difficult. It
was difficult for the money. The money was the most difficult part. Pay the university and 3 months of rent without a job here in Canada, here in Kamloops, because this is the only one place we have been here in Canada, just Kamloops.
You're currently applying for Canadian citizenship. Can you talk us a little bit steps of the process?
Right now, I'm in the process of applying for a close work permit in Canada.
Okay.
The main steps include getting a job offer, securing the employer's approval, gathering all the documents, and submitting the application to the government website.
What is the one thing about Canadian cultural lifestyle that you have come to love?
How respectful and polite people are. It makes daily interaction very pleasant. You can talk with anybody here, and everybody is open to talk to you. The most difficult thing for me has been maybe the weather.
Wow.
It's beautiful. Now I understand why you love Canada.
Now you understand.
Yeah, but I prefer more like the warm weather, guys, because Canada is beautiful, but it's extremely cold, guys. No, guys, come on. You see, Maricel says it's really interesting to hear about the opportunity that Canada offers. For sure. Actually, sweeties, is the same that in Korea, Italy, Canada, the best source to check out the processes, it's like the ambassador's website. I mean, that one is the true. I mean, the official embassy of the countries. In the announcement window, you check the information, the possible programs, all that kind of things. But something interesting in the case of Robertson, thank you, Robertson, for the interview, it's that in Canada, they have the option that after some years, you can apply for the citizenship. I mean, that you can be a legal or local person there. What are the requirements? We don't know. I think it's a very long list. But guys, you can do it if you behave well, if you study, if you are like a very conscious person there. and you're a good citizen, to show that you're a good citizen, they say, okay, you are ready to be part. And something interesting about Canada, guys, is that Canada is a multicultural country. I mean, when you visit Canada, you find out that, yes, there are Canadian people. I mean, yeah, from the British colony 100 years ago, not 1,000, I'm exaggerating, 100 years ago. But when I talk about multicultural, it's because there are a lot of migrants from India, China, Singapore, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia. So guys, you find many cultures in only one place. Okay? And also a big recommendation, if you want to live in Canada, you need to be sure about the state. Why? Because some states speaks French.
Oh,
others
okay.
speak English.
Damn.
So you need to be aware of that. You see, guys? I mean, that one is tricky. In the case of Robertson, he's living in a state that they speak English mainly. But in other regions, they speak is mainly French. So, guys, you see,
Wow.
guys? So, sweetie, just for sure, the embassy. Okay? Now, Maria del Mar, sorry, sweetie. We've been a little delayed with you. But this video was really interesting. Well, before talking about your lawyer thing, we explored these countries, Korea, Italy, Canada. There is a country that calls your attention. Maria del Mar, you say, oof, I would like to, well, visit, yes, but maybe living there?
I want to visit Japan. That's like one of my
dream.
I think that everybody's dream.
How you say that? My dream destination, Japan and Korea as well. But just to visit and to know the places, the culture, etc. But I would love to maybe live for a while in Spain or Italy.
Okay, you see, guys, definitely. That one is like our preferred destination. You know something? That here in the university, we're having a lot of students and community that love anime, manga, video games. Nobody mentioned Japan. What happened? They mentioned Korea, but not Japan. So let's go with the last segment. Elvis, what is our last segment, sweetie?
Yes, it's the current issues for migration to the US. But Maria del Mar, I have a question in this case. What is your opinion about migration police in United States? What is the difficult for the Latinos migration to other countries? What's your opinion?
I feel that sometimes it's not that it's difficult. Sometimes it's that we don't have everything in order when we apply for any kind of case. For example, if you go there as a tourist and then you wanna change your status for something else and you overstay with your visa, you already have something bad kind of in your record because you didn't leave the country under the time they allow you to stay. So I just feel like sometimes it's more if you have everything organized, all the documents they require, and you have everything in order, it's not really hard. It's not like the immigration cases are hard for Latinos or for Colombians in this case. It's more when you have something in your background that makes your case a little tricky and a little with little problems there that you can, it's not like they're going to deny your case, but it could make the case slower than others to be approved.
Okay, interesting. Well, I noticed, for example, that most of people get the tourist visa, right? I mean, specifically talking about United States. But I think it's also something cultural that Maria del Mar mentioned. Because here, Latinos, we are not like, we don't respect exactly the law that states the information. So we say, no, I mean, migration in the United States says that I can be in the US 1 month. No, 1 month and I go the next day. No, so you need to leave the country before the month expires. I think that is something that it's cultural misconception that we have as Latinos.
Okay.
That we are like a very
Yes.
flexible with the law. And we think that everybody applies for that, and not necessarily, right? So, sweetie, other question that you had for Maria del Mar?
Yes. Is, for example, the professional working immigration with us over a different type of case. So, relates to marry, asylum, victims. What are the main difference between this process?
Okay, for example, asylums, as you were talking in the beginning about the refugees, that's it's just for that kind of person, of the people, sorry, the refugees. So that applies for someone who is going to the United States because they are suffering a persecution or something dangerous in their country of origin. So they are looking for a place to be safe, and that's for the asylum case. So the main difference there is that you have to be under that situation, like in danger in your country of origin. You need to show why it's dangerous for you to come back to your country. And there are like some main options to be a refugee. So are like race, political opinion, member of a social group, nationality, and religion. So you have to be kind of under any of those categories to be a refugee and be like a person to be eligible for an asylum case. For example, I can say, oh, in Colombia, I was receiving threats because I'm for any political party. So I have to show that I was part of that political party, that I was receiving threats, and I have to show how that affect my life in my country, and I have to leave and go there and look for a safe place to be. That's in the asylum case, and that's different because it's for refugees. And the other one that is adjustments of a status based of marriage. That's marriage they have to be married with a legal permanent resident or a US citizen. And that's a different case. You need to show that your marriage is real, that you have a life together, and other evidence totally different to the ones you have to provide for an asylum case. And
Okay.
well, the other case that the victim ones is another different case because, for example, asylum is something that happened in your country of origin, that you were a victim there, or in this case in Colombia. But the victims cases we manage, which I mentioned before, is visa, U visas, and BAWAs. Those are from people that were a victim inside the territory of the United States. So that's another different like kind of cases. For example, if you go there as a tourist and you experience some of those qualifying crimes and your case is strong, you can apply for the U visa, and that will give you some benefits like immigration benefits just because you were a victim inside the United States.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you are illegal there or if you are just a tourist or if you're studying, if you're working. It has to happen there, not anywhere. That's the only way to apply for that benefit.
Okay.
Oh my God, interesting.
Thank you,
I
Mara.
mean, we were talking about this because in the first segment, we talk about the terminology, we talk about the experience of people in Korea, Italy, and Canada. So you feel like, oh, I can go there. Yes, guys, you can go, you can be there. But in your case, it is, if you have in your normal life, you can go perfectly with a tourist, a student, work visa. Remember, guys, you need to check the embassy website, okay? But in the case with Maria del Mar, we invited her because we know that here in Colombia, we have suffered a lot because of the internal conflict, right? And there are so many people that definitely for external reasons, because they need to guarantee their lives, they need to move abroad. So that's why they're asking the asylum, refugees, and all that stuff. But something that caught my attention, I didn't know, it's about the marriage. because I thought that it was just, to be honest, when I was at the university, like you, many years ago, I used to watch a program on TLC or Discovery Health
TLC.
that married in 90 days, something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, my mom was watching that while I was doing homework. So obviously, I tried to focus on my studies, but I listen at the same time. So I want to ask you, in this case, Maria del Mar, because some people say no, maybe, I don't know, it's another misconception. I will apply for the asylum, refugee, or marriage because it's faster than the other kind of visas. So what is your opinion about that, Maria del Mar?
Well, the asylum is not faster at all. The asylum takes a long time to be approved. But the thing with the asylum is that while you were waiting for the final decision, they give you a work permit so you can work legally in the country. And that work permit can be renewed many times until the day they say your asylum is denied and you have to leave the country. It could be for 8 years that you were working legally in the United States. So you cannot travel or you cannot leave the country, but you are kind of legal there because you can work, you can apply for a social security, you can obtain some benefits that you could not if you were illegal. So it's not that it's faster, it's just that you get like a status while the case is ongoing. And that gives you the possibility to work and study and live like good while you're waiting for the final decision. But the final decision can take a long time. So that's why the people that apply to asylums, they cannot leave the country for a long time because they have to wait until the decision is done. And that could take many years, 5 years, 6 years, many years.
No, and
sometimes it's less
sense.
than that, but it's always is how we say is under their processing times. Sometimes you are lucky and just 1 year your asylum was approved or denied. And sometimes they just wait, you have to wait forever.
Oh my God, how come? So guys, big recommendation, if you're thinking travel to the United States, you can start with a student visa. I mean, that one is like the easiest one because you're still in the age, you're still in the university, you can apply for an exchange program. Actually, guys, if you don't know, here in the Autónoma, we're having in Spanish, Oficina de Relaciones Internacionales, right? And we're having Juan Camilo Torres there, and he's very open to get any question that you might have. And I know we're having exchanging programs in United States, Canada, in Italy, and Asia. They're online. But they're online. we have them, okay? So guys, let's finish the show. Thank you very much, Maria del Mar, for your great information about migration. We really appreciate it. So guys, say bye-bye to Maria del Mar.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Siri, for accepting the invitation. It was very, very useful. And also our audience, thank you guys enjoying the show. We hope that you feel a desire to study and living abroad. I know that your favorite destinations are Korea, Canada, Spain, Argentina. So guys, make your dreams come true, okay? See you the next time. See you the next Thursday. That the episode, it's about circular fashion.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, guys. So, sweeties, thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to UAO Speaks English.
A streaming program with a radio format made by the students for the world.
UAOPlay en YouTube.
Conocimiento puro.
UAOPlay, aquí te ves. Para esas madres que son madres y padres y sueñan con un futuro mejor para sus hijos. Para esas abuelas que se convirtieron en madres una vez más, entregando lo mejor de sí. Para esos padres que a pesar del cansancio, siempre encuentran la fuerza para seguir. Para aquellos familiares que a pesar de la distancia, apoyan el futuro de los suyos. Con esfuerzo y esperanza, las familias construyen sueños. Con conocimiento, la UAO los transforma en realidad. Estudia en la UAO.